I'm going to win the Seattle Kraken a Stanley Cup. After every season, I'm going to add one Connor McDavid to this team. Let's see how many McDavids it takes for us to win a Stanley Cup. I think the hardest part about adding only McDavid is the only player type that's going to be added to this team is a playmaker, so we're not getting any snipers. When the season came to an end, we're finishing with a 27-46-9 record, dead last in the entire league. Not the best start. Bjorkstrand's leading the way with 22 goals and 31 helpers for 53 points, while Steven Stamkos is picking up 55 goals and 55 assists for 110 points. And TRISTAN JARRY, he's leading all goaltenders in wins with 43, while posting a .912 save percentage and a .262 goals against. In the playoffs, the Washington Capitals are beating the LA Kings in 5 games. Ovi's doing his thing, 16 goals and 7 assists for 23 points, while Darcy Kuemper's picking up 16 wins with a .912 save percentage and a .274 goals against. So we've got our first McDavid, so that should be enough to get us out of dead last. And I wasn't expecting us to be this good. 53, 27, and 2, second in the Pacific and fourth in the entire league. I don't know how we became this good, but here we are. McDavid did his thing for us, 48 goals and 56 assists for 104 points, while McDavid from the Oilers is picking up 127 points, consisting of 40 goals and 87 helpers. And Frederik Andersen, he's leading all goaltenders in wins with 43, while posting a .917 save percentage and a .261 goals against. In the first round, we're going to be taking on the Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton's taking game 1 on the back of 4 second period goals. A 20-save shutout from Mike Smith's giving Edmonton a 2-0 series lead, but 2 Bjorkstrand goals is keeping Seattle in the series with a 4-3 win. A Donskoy OT winner is going to even the series, but then a McDavid OT winner for the Edmonton Oilers is going to put them 1 game away from the second round. And in game 6, Evander Kane's sending us home with an OT winner. When the playoffs came to an end, the Avs are beating the Tampa Bay Lightning in 7 games. McDavid did his thing for us, 2 goals and 5 assists for 7 points, while McKinnon's picking up 12 goals and 17 assists for 29 points. And Georgiev, he's picking up 16 wins with a .915 save percentage and 243 goals against to win the Stanley Cup. So honestly, I think last season was a bit of a fluke. I don't think only one McDavid could make us that good. When this season came to an end, we're finishing with a 46-31-5 record, 3rd in the Pacific and 9th in the entire league. I think that's a bit more realistic. McDavid did his thing once again, 47 goals and 56 assists for 103 points, while Nathan MacKinnon absolutely dominated, 68 goals and 65 assists for 133 points. Keep in mind, I have scoring frequency on medium. Imagine if it was on high. And Gibson, he's picking up 48 wins with a .919 save percentage and a .240 goals against. In the first round, we're taking on the Edmonton Oilers once again. The Oilers are taking a close game 1 5-4. A hat-trick from Evander Kane in the 3rd period is putting Edmonton up 2 games to none. Seattle is responding in game 3 on the back of 2 McDavid goals. 3 unanswered in game 4 is going to even the series at 2 games apiece. 2 third period goals from the Oilers are putting us on the brink of elimination once again, and in game 6, Edmonton's coming out on top once again in a 5-3 win. When the playoffs came to an end, the Oilers defeating the Rangers in 5 games. Connor McDavid was fantastic for us, 4 goals and 10 assists for 14 points, while Artemi Panarin led all postseason scores with 8 goals and 17 assists for 25 points. And Jack Campbell, he's our Stanley Cup winning goaltender, 16 wins with a .926 save percentage and a .223 goals against. Now that we have 3 McDavids on the team, at the very minimum, we should be able to get past the first round. This season, we're looking fantastic, 50, 22, and 10. We're 1st in the Pacific and 1st in the entire league. Of course, Connor McDavid's leading this team, that should be no surprise, 43 goals and 73 assists for 116 points, and he's also leading all scorers. And Vasilevsky, 42 wins with a .919 save percentage and 248 goals against to lead all goaltenders in wins. In the first round, we're going to take on the Vancouver Canucks. A lone goal from Pearson's giving Vancouver game 1. 3 goals in the 3rd period is going to put Vancouver up 2 games to none. Another Demko shot is pushing us to the brink of elimination, but a hat-trick from one of our McDavids is keeping us in the series. But in game 5, Vancouver's closing the doors in a 5-2 win. When the playoffs came to an end, the Carolina Hurricanes are defeating the Vancouver Canucks in 7 games. McDavid did what he could, 4 goals and 1 assist for 5 points, while Teravainen absolutely dominated, 31 points consisting of 12 goals and 19 assists, and Frederik Andersen, 16 wins with a .921 save percentage and 245 goals against. Alright, no more excuses for first round exits. It's kind of getting ridiculous. Seattle's dominating once again, 50, 22, and 10. We're 1st in the Pacific and 2nd in the entire league. McDavid dominates like usual, 105 points consisting of 38 goals and 67 assists, while McDavid from the Edmonton Oilers is picking up 41 goals and 74 assists for 115 points. And Connor Hellebuyck, he's leading all goaltenders in wins, 42 with a .917 save percentage and 259 goals against. In the first round, we're going to be taking on the Anaheim Ducks. 3 unanswered in the 3rd, allowing us to steal game 1. The Ducks have an answer in game 2 with a pair of Troy Terry goals. 2 McDavids are scoring in game 3, and that's putting us up 2 games to 1. A close 2-1 win from the Kraken, putting us 1 game away from the second round, and in game 5, an OT winner from Connor McDavid, sending us to the next round. In the second round, we're going to take on the Calgary Flames. 3 unanswered is giving us game 1. Once again, 3 unanswered is going to put us up 2 games to none. 4 unanswered in game 3 is going to push Calgary to the brink of being swept, but the Flames are avoiding the sweep with a 4-2 win in game 4. But in game 5, a 6-2 lead's too much to overcome, and we're off to the conference finals. In the conference finals, we're matching up against the Colorado Avalanche. The McDavids carry in game 1, combining for 4 goals. The dominance continues continues into game 2 with a 6-2 win. A 6-3 win is going to put the Avs on the brink of being swept, and in game 4, Seattle's completing the sweep, and we're off to the Stanley Cup final. In the Stanley Cup final, we're going to match up against the New York Rangers. We have 4 McDavids on our team. I think that should be enough. Seattle's going to take an important game 1, 3-1. Mika Zibanejad's playing the OT winner in game 2 to even the series. A 3-1 Kraken win is going to put us up 2 games to 1, but in game 4, the Rangers are coming out on top in a close one with the help of a Chris Kreider OT winner. Jaden Schwartz is going to be the hero in game 5 as he's going to put us 1 game away from the Stanley Cup with an OT winner. But New York's not going to go down easy. They're going to force game 7 with a 5-2 win, and in game 7, it was a back and forth affair, but the Rangers are coming out on top. That was a tough one to lose, but we'll be back real soon. Also, I'm trying to pass the Seattle Kraken in subscribers on YouTube, so if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe. McDavid was fantastic, leading all postseason scores, 9 goals and 20 assists for 29 points, while Shesterkin's picking up 16 wins with a 916 save percentage and 246 goals against. With 5 McDavids on our team, that should be enough to get us over the hump. Once again, we dominate this season, 51, 24, and 7. We're first in the Pacific and second in the entire league. McDavid did his thing, 48 goals and 58 assists for 106 points, while Nathan MacKinnon leads all scorers once again, 47 goals and 61 assists for 108 points, while Andrei Vasilevskiy picks up 43 wins with a 913 save percentage and 268 goals against. In the first round, we're taking on the Vegas Golden Knights. A 3-1 win's too much to overcome, and Vegas is taking game 1. Game 2 was a close one, but Vegas is coming out on top once again. A 25 save shutout from Grubauer is keeping us in the series, but 7 goals from Vegas is too much in game 4, and we're pushed to the brink of elimination. Luckily, an OT winner from McDavid's keeping us alive another day, and then a 6-0 lead's too much for Vegas to overcome, and we're headed to game 7. In game 7, Seattle's completely falling apart, allowing 4 unanswered, including the OT winner. When the playoffs came to an end, Tampa sweeping the Colorado Avalanche. Not gonna lie, allowing 4 unanswered, including the OT winner, that was tough to watch. McDavid was alright in the playoffs, 5 goals and 5 assists for 10 points. Steven Stamkos led all postseason scorers, 27 points, consisting of 13 goals and 14 assists, while Vasilevsky's picking up 16 wins with a 934 save percentage and a 199 goals against. He was absolutely dialed in. Honestly, if you told me at the beginning of this video it was going to take 6 Connor McDavids, I would have thought you were lying. But the 6th Connor McDavid definitely helped the team. 56, 21, and 5, first in the Pacific, but second in the entire league. Yeah, Tampa was kind of dominating this season. McDavid did what he could, 47 goals and 68 assists for 115 points, while Connor McDavid from the Edmonton Oilers was even better, 125 points, consisting of 56 goals and 69 assists. And Andrei Vasilevskiy, 46 wins with a 919 save percentage and 242 goals against. In the first round, we're going to be taking on the Minnesota Wild. 2 Hartman goals is helping Mini take game 1. 2 more Hartman goals is putting the Wild up 2 games to none. Alright, there should be no way we get swept here. We have 6 Connor McDavids. Luckily, we're avoiding the sweep, but we shouldn't be in this spot in the first place. But Kane's going to be the hero in game 5, and he's keeping us in the series. And in game 6, the McDavids take over, potting 4, and we're forcing game 7. In game 7, Seattle's doing the impossible, and they're completing the 3-0 series comeback. In the second round, we're taking on the Anaheim Ducks. Seattle's taking game 1 on the back of a Grubauer shutout. The boys continue to roll, taking their 6th straight 3-2. No one has an answer from the Kraken as they're going to dominate game 3 7-0, and in game 4, Seattle's completing the sweep, and we're off to the conference finals. In the conference finals, we're going to match up against the Dallas Stars. Dallas has an answer for Seattle as they're taking game 1 6-3. In game 2, a 6-3 lead's too much to overcome, and the Stars are taking a 2-0 series lead. Seattle is responding in game 3 with a close 6-5 win, but the Stars continue to roll with a 6-2 win, and they're pushing us to the brink of elimination. However, Seattle's not ready to fold as 2 McDavid goals is going to help us take game 5, and a 7-1 win in game 6 is forcing game 7. In game 7, it was a close one, but a Jamie Benn OT winner is eliminating the Kraken. When the playoffs came to an end, Ottawa's defeating Dallas in 7 games. Connor McDavid was fantastic in the postseason, 9 goals and 15 assists for 24 points, but Joe Pavelski was a bit better, leading all postseason scores, 14 goals and 20 assists for 34 points. And Cam Talbot, he's going to be the Stanley Cup winning goaltender, 16 wins with a 924 save percentage and 246 goals against. Alright, we have 7 Connor McDavids. This should be more than enough. Once again, we're finishing at the top of the division with a 55, 20, and 7 record, and we're also first in the entire league. It should be no surprise Connor McDavid's leading the team, 42 goals, 64 assists, 106 points, while Kirill Kaprizov leads all scorers for the first time in this video, 59 goals and 54 assists for 113 points. And Igor Shesterkin, he continues to do his usual thing, 43 wins with a 914 save percentage and 256 goals against. In the first round, we're taking on the San Jose Sharks. Game 1 was a close one, but the Kraken are coming out on top 2-1. An OT winner from Connor McDavid's going to put us up 2 games to none. San Jose avoids falling to a 3-0 deficit with a 3-1 win in game 3, but the Kraken answer in game 4 with a 3-1 win. And in game 5, a Grubauer shutout sending us to the second round. In the second round, we're going to match up against the LA Kings. 2 McDavid goals is giving us game 1. 5 goals is more than enough, and we're taking a 2-0 series lead. In game 3, a Donskoy OT winner is pushing the Kings to the brink of elimination, but LA is going to avoid the sweep with a 2-1 win in Game 4. But in Game 5, another Grubauer shutout sending us to the conference finals. In the conference finals, we're going to match up against the Vancouver Canucks. Vancouver's taking Game 1 with the help of 2 third-period goals. 5 goals is more than enough in Game 2, and the Canucks are taking a 2-0 series lead. Then McDavid's take over in Game 3, picking up 4 goals, while back-to-back shutouts from Grubauer is going to even the series. The Kraken continue the roll with the help of the McDavids as they take Game 5, and in Game 6, we're headed back to the Stanley Cup final. In the Stanley Cup final, this time we're taking on the Washington Capitals. The Caps are taking a close Game 1 3-2. A late push from Seattle isn't enough, and Washington's taking a 2-0 series lead. In Game 3, 9 goals is going to be more than enough, and we avoid falling to a 3-0 deficit. In Game 4, McDavid's going to pull out the OT winner, and we're evening up the series. 4 third-period goals in Game 5 is going to put Washington 1 game away from hoisting the cup, but in Game 6, 8 goals from Seattle is going to force Game 7. In Game 7, a 4-0 lead's too much to overcome, and we're Stanley Cup champs. Connor McDavid led the team postseason, scoring 12 goals and 12 assists for 24 points, while Alexander Ovechkin led all postseason scores with 17 goals and 18 assists for 35 points. And Grubauer, he's our Stanley Cup winning goaltender, 16 wins with a .926 save percentage and a .213 goals against. Honestly, I didn't think it would take 7 McDavids, but we might have to try this with Austin Matthews with a different team.